Hey, what's going on, guys? Mookie back here again, and welcome back to another video. It's been a while. It's been about a month since I made a video. I think it was about a month, maybe a bit more. I can't. Let me just turn this music down here, guys, in case you can't really hear me. Music and sound. Let me just turn the master volume down. That should be a bit better. Okay, but what I'm basically doing here, and you can probably see you don't recognize this at all. This is just a little world that I made. I was just messing around, not recording, just playing around by myself on this little survival world. I built a house here in this pretty damn good biome. Let me put the seed up here because there you go. I found this by accident. This isn't a seed I found online. I just found this just like it just randomly generated. But what I'm doing on this video is going to be sort of a get to know me tag. It's not really a tag, but I do have some tag questions. But I'm going to call this video Meet MookiePlays. So I basically want to make this as sort of a I think I'll use this as like a channel trailer. So it's just me answering some questions, because I do get a lot of questions, especially on Twitter. Twitter is kind of my thing. I do have a lot of followers on there. But to start off, obviously my YouTube name is MookiePlays. My real name is Nathan. I am from Ireland, but I live in Texas, USA. Basically, I grew up in Ireland, and well, I was born in Ireland, I should say. But then I got moved across to England in the UK. So I spent a lot of my childhood there. But I'll always be Irish. I'm never going to call myself British. I'm Irish 100%. And like I said, I live in America now. And I have done for the past year. I'm 21 years old. I'm going on 22 next month. And I moved here in February 2014. So I've been here a year and a month. Or almost a year and a month. I will be here in a few days. But yeah, that's the basics. You know, my age, my name, and everything. So I'm going to answer these questions. This just says 17 random questions tag. And some of them are kind of dumb. But I'm going to go ahead and answer these anyway. So number one, how did you get your YouTube username? MookiePlays, it was basically a nickname, Mookie, that I had. And obviously plays because I play video games. So I was honestly surprised the name wasn't taken. But it wasn't, and I went with it. So, you know, I like it, and I'm happy I got it. If you could change your name to anything else, what would it be and why? If I could change my YouTube username to anything else, I presume it means YouTube username, not my real name. But I would probably include something. It'd probably be something Irish. I'm not sure what it'd be, but I'd include the word Irish in there somewhere. But I'm happy with my username anyway. Number 3, if you could go back in time. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and explore this cave down here because I haven't done that yet. So whilst I'm answering these questions. See, I'm recording and answering at the same time, which probably wasn't the best idea. And I'm starving. I need to eat. If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would it be and why? You see, I'm not sure about this one. Probably spend more time going back to Ireland. I know all these questions are coming back to Ireland, but when I grew up in England, I spent a lot of time away, and I regret that now that I moved so far away. And obviously, I will still get to go back, and I'm hoping I can go back at the end of the year for the first time since leaving. But that would be my advice, I think. I mean, I can't really say do better in school or anything because I did my best in school and I've got a decent job here now, so I mean I don't have any regrets in that sense. And number 4, how old were you when you first learned to blow a bubblegum bubble? I honestly have no idea, and if I'm honest, I still can't do it perfectly. Not that I chew gum all the time now, but I still can't blow a very good bubblegum, I've got to admit. Bubblegum bubble, I should say. But I want to say around maybe 8 or 9. What did you want to be when you were little? This was something that kept changing. I've always wanted to work in IT, like computers. I wanted to be like a game designer, like a lot of people. Now I am working in computers. I did go to college. I did computer science and all that. So it's still something that is possible. So I might make my dream come true. You never know. I have made little games by myself, but nothing ever came of them. And it's something that still crops up in my mind every so often that maybe I want to make a little game and see where it goes, but who knows, it may still be an option. Number 6, what do you order when you're at Starbucks? I'd never go to friggin' Starbucks, are you serious? We just bought a Keurig coffee maker, and that is amazing to me because we don't get Keurigs back in the UK or Ireland, as far as I know anyway. But that thing is pretty damn amazing to me. The fact it boils the water instantly. We got the Keurig 2.0 550, which is the latest one, which cost $200, but I mean, it was freaking worth it. So I'd never go to Starbucks. They're just overpriced. I have been before, but I learned my lesson. What's the hardest you've ever laughed? Hardest I ever laughed. Probably at some YouTube video, I'd say. I watch... My favorite YouTubers are Nova, Kutra. I want to say it's a Nova video because he's pretty hilarious. If you could play any musical instrument, which would it be and why? Now, I already play the guitar. I can play the Irish tin whistle, albeit not very good. I can play the keyboard and piano a little bit, but I mean, nothing special. But if I could play one instrument, it would probably be an Irish instrument. Maybe not the accordion. I never liked the accordion. Probably either a fiddle or the either the fiddle or the pipes. I do like the pipes, but I'll say fiddle because I just think those are pretty cool. What's your favorite thing to do when you're upset? My favorite thing to do when I'm upset, probably play games just to take my mind off it. I'll play Minecraft or whatever. But I generally just like to be alone if I'm upset, so I wouldn't be recording or anything. What's your favorite movie? Now, I do have quite a few favorite movies. Historically, my favorite movie has always been the Star Wars movies. More specifically, Empire Strikes Back. But I do have quite a few. I mean, I like the Lord of the Rings series. Irish movies, I like The Wind That Shakes the Bar. That's my favorite Irish movie. That's based on the Irish Civil War. And I recommend people watch that. That's a good movie. Even if you're not into Irish history, that is a pretty damn good movie. So yeah, I'd probably say Empire Strikes Back. What's one food you cannot live without? I like... since I've moved over to Texas, I've been obsessed with burritos. Like, they're just the beef and cheese, because I'm not really into spicy things. I do like a bit of spice, but nothing too hot. So I'd say burritos, baked potatoes, which is probably a bit stereotypical, but it's true. Mashed potatoes has been my favorite food growing up. But yeah, probably burritos with anything in them, but mainly cheese and beef and a little bit of peppers. Oh, I've taken a liking to spinach pizza as well. Something I've never liked growing up, but I've taken a liking to that. I didn't want to sound like a fat ass there. Favorite dessert? I'm not really a dessert person, to be honest. I mean, I like ice cream, apple pie. I don't really have a favorite dessert. Favorite pizza topping, then I guess I can go with the spinach on this one. It was like probably cheese and spinach. What would you rather have the superpower? Would you rather have the superpower to read minds or the superpower to be invisible? Probably to be invisible, just because you'd be able to go invisible and basically spy on people, which sounds a bit creepy now I say it, but that's what I'm choosing. And what did you do for your last birthday? My last birthday was obviously right after I moved over here, so I didn't get to do much. Obviously, it was my 21st. But see, the funny thing is, you hear 21st and you think, oh, you can drink. But I'm dying right now. But I actually crossed the drinking age in the UK and Ireland, which is 18. And then I moved over here and I was 20, and obviously I wasn't legally allowed to drink. So I crossed it twice in 2 different countries. But I mean, I did drink at 21. I drank Guinness. But yeah, that's a cool little thing I like to share. I passed the drinking age twice in 2 different countries. Number 16. If you had one personal selfish wish, what would it be and why? Now this one's going to sound weird, but I'm from a really, really small town. It's, like I said, it's in County Westmeath. It's called Milltown Pass. And my family has been there for over 100 years. That's as far as I trace back. They've probably been there a lot longer. But there's a little house there that belonged to my great-great-grandfather. And he's down on the 1901 census is living there. And then he moved out into another house, which is where my great-grandpa was born and my great-great-grandpa. But that house has sat abandoned ever since he moved out in the early 1900s. And it's just sat there like lost in time. It only has 2 rooms in the whole house. Like, it's really small. No electricity wired up to it, no plumbing. And like I said, my great-great-grandfather was the last person to own it in the early 1900s. And he handed it down when he was obviously sick. It was about because he was really old. He handed it down to his eldest granddaughter, which is my great-aunt Molly. And she's still alive. And she says she did pass it on to someone else. And he actually died. This was about 20 years ago. But you see, back in those days, houses weren't sold like with paperwork or anything. You basically shook hands and the deal was done. So, if I could find out who owns the house legally, I would love to have that house. That would be like my selfish goal, to have that house and do it up. Just basically in honor of my great-great-grandfather, and just so it keeps it in my family, you know. So, I mean, if I manage to do that, then I'll probably share it on my YouTube channel, but you never know where life may take you, but that's the selfish goal right now. The last one, if you had a Pokemon, what would it be and what would it look like? If I were to make my own Pokemon, I'd probably make it like a leprechaun looking thing just because of the Irish connection. I'm not sure what I would call it. Leprechaun? That sounds like that reminds me of leprosy, so let's not go with that. I'm not sure what I would call it right now, but it'd look like a really small leprechaun type thing. And his moves would be something like violent, like punching someone. Which I hope I'm not offending anyone, but that's what it'd be. I kind of have a picture in my mind of what it would look like, and I can't really describe it. If you know the leprechaun on The Simpsons, it would kind of look like that. Not exactly the same, a little less human, but similar to that. But yeah, that's what my Pokemon would look like. It'd be a leprechaun. But that's all the questions I have here. So hopefully you've got to know me a little bit more. I've shared quite a lot of my life with you there. And let's just enjoy this biome. Look at this. I'll put the seed up again in case anyone wants to. There you go. I'll probably put that in the description as well so you can copy and paste it easily. But yeah. But I should mention that when you spawn down there. So just follow the river and you will come to this spot, which is pretty damn amazing. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. I do want to get back in the swing of making videos because, like I said, it's been about a month. I just basically lost interest, and I kind of do that. I go through phases. But I'm back now, so I'll be making probably another video after this. So until then, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of random, but until next time, see ya.